Hey everyone, welcome back to Death Must Dies Act 3. Today we're going to jump on Lorien and do the Whistling Arrow build using the Whistler. Your Whistling Arrow uses more of your attack damage by 30%. I'll show you the skill tree setup here first. So we're going mostly on the right side of the tree down here. Now you don't really need the pull area, but I actually had 3 extra points after speccing out the skill tree, so I just popped them in there. Going for movement speed, dash, recharge. Catwalk is important for our build here, as we're not going to be attacking. We're going to be using the Whistling Arrow as most of our damage output here. I've gone for the level up blessings, the strike extra damage, and our attack damage is increased by a percentage of our strike damage. So that's an interesting combination there. And then I just had a few extra points. I put them over here into dodge, and then 2 over here into flex for the chance of doing critical damage. And then, of course, the whistling arrows. So I'll show you the gear setup here. We've prioritized some movement speed and some attack damage. So I've gone for the hobgoblin on this one. Your attack damage is increased by a percentage of your movement speed. I've also gone for movement speed boots here, so 7.3% plus 60, which is a pretty nice combination there. So we've ended up at 463, which isn't too bad of a start here. Then we've gone for some master offers so we can get a master level attack. The legendaries, it doesn't matter too much, but if we happen to get a nice legendary along the way, then I've just gone for some life gloves because we didn't really have very much life total on the build. We're a bit squishy. This piece over here, I've gone for a chance to heal on kill with the extra legend offers. Gone for the black pearl for the masters. Over here, I've just gone for attack damage plus master offers where I can get it. So this one's a T2 with some extra life. Now, we've also taken the big 60% cooldown reduction node here because the reason is the Whistling Arrow does actually have a 0.2 second cooldown. So if we can get that down really, really low, we can actually do some additional boss damage to increase our boss DPS and try and melt through the bosses. And for this one, we are using the Sloth. It is a really, really great combination to use this with the Whistling Arrow, so we're going to do that. And that's sort of the gear setup here. In terms of the gods, you can sort of take what you want here. I think we'll go for Crom on this one for War Pact and potentially God of War. You can go for, I think, Legong is pretty good here too, to go for the extra movement speed, and then Justice. So I think that's a 3 that we're going to try and go for here. Guys, if you enjoy the Whistling Arrow build here on Lorien, hit subscribe to help the channel grow. So let's get on into it. So as I said earlier, we don't actually need to attack on this build at all. We can just run around as Lorien here, do some node farming. So yeah, we got a bunch of ults. We don't have that many dice on this particular build aside from the ults because we don't really need too many, to be honest, on this setup. Okay. Strike damage. We could convert to attack damage here for this attempt. Why do we do that? So basically everything is just geared towards getting attack damage and more flat damage as well. So taking something like God of War is really, really nice if we can get it, but it's not essential to sort of make the build work here. I like taking the dash distance on this one. You don't specifically have to, but it does help Lorien get around nice and quickly here. When we see max life, we can take it. Yeah, we're reasonably squishy on the build, so having some form of healing is really, really nice. I've just squeezed on some health on kill to try and stay topped off here. In terms of the attacks, we're just going to try and go for a master level, and I think Crom's is probably a good choice on this setup here. We do like him for War Pact as well, just to help out with the boss damage. So the Whistling Arrow is interesting if you're going to go Whistling Arrow only. Taking the node in the skill tree that gives us the extra 200% when we're not attacking is actually really, really valuable for the setup here. So we're not going to be an attacker on this one. We are going to try and look for a magnet though. Here we go. We got one nice and early.
It is the will of the
Okay, Nin. I'm not really going to take Nin on this one. Not really after summer. Winter would be interesting if she rolled us a master there, perhaps. I don't mind time as well, but I think we'll go for Crom Boy here. Ooh, he gave us a high level attack there too. All right, that's a good start. And then we just go for Legong. We can try roll him here for a high level haste. How many do we spend? Okay, we got it. Very good. We spent most of them to get it, but that's all right. We don't really need our rerolls for much else. And we'll go for Justice here for the wings. If we can get her to show up anyway. Okay, well, we'll take that for now. We definitely want to boost our attack damage as much as possible throughout the run. So if we see the Crom attack down me, we'll take it. But It does leave us in a position where maybe we won't get her, or maybe we just will. Alright, we just take Pandemonium now, so we have the chance of getting Inner Peace later, so we'll do that. So, I mean, that was pretty much not doing anything for us right now, because we only have Master level stuff anyway, but does give us a chance, a higher chance, if we see another Legendary, of it being Inner Peace, which is healing, which is nice, or just extra XP gain as well, which is good. Okay, so we did get the gods set up. We do want to take the wings from Justice now if she'll show up with them, and she does. We also do want the protection. We don't need the wings at Master, but the protection at Master is actually really good, so I'm going to take that first. The wings, yeah, you really don't need them at Master level. It's nice, but it's not required at all, so... Alright, more max life. Excellent, we're at 188. Pretty good start here. We just want to see the devotion to Crom shop now. At Master level, if we can get it. Man, we are debuffed. Okay. Another damage node. It's really early on. We're not going to hover around it for 5 minutes. You know what? We could take our protection level ups here nice and early just to play it safe. Oh, man. Look how much we're debuffed. Come on. Alright. There's haste. We don't mind taking haste as well. Because the movement speed will give us additional attack damage through the Hobgoblin as well. So we actually don't mind taking that. We do get more value overall from increasing our attack. So, you know, we'll try and go for Crom here. We've got a couple of ults left. Ooh, we ran straight into that. Okay. So the Whistling Arrow, the movement speed of it is based off of your movement speed. Let's just take this while it's on offer. We wouldn't mind actually grabbing Curiosity, even at a low level here, just so we have one banish, so we can get rid of charge. We really don't want charge. Or we can just take Justice's thing first. Okay, we'll just go with the attack damage here. Just want to boost up our overall damage output as much as we can throughout the run. Another magnet. Okay. Ooh, what do we have down here? Just this one. Yeah, I don't really rate that one so much, but it seems to be reasonably common. I guess we could just keep going on the haste. Maybe we go for Justice's wings here next, so just so we have the extra movement speed nice and early. Get around a little bit quicker. I think we just take... Yeah, we'll just take this.
Left?
Okay. I think we'll go Curiosity here. Just so we can do a few extra rerolls if need be to try and get a higher level war pact here. Speaking of which though, we haven't gone back to Crom for a while, so let's use our ults now, especially since we have Curiosity. Okay, we're gonna use some. We could in fact just get rid of him now too, but okay. Bloodlust is pretty useless for our current situation here. Let's see if Warpack wants to show up. We'll get rid of charge here as well. That's fine. High level Warpact? High level Devotion? Anything? Nope. Okay. That's fine. We'll grab the attack for now. I think it's more valuable to go for a higher level one than just slowly level it up and waste levels doing it. We ended up using a lot of our rolls already though. Oh well. It is what it is. We could potentially take the devotion from Legong there after we get... Okay, we got a purple. I think it's probably good enough that we just take it right here. Yeah, after we take the wings from Justice, then we can get rid of Legong altogether. We just take the strike damage by taking his devotion, which is kind of hilarious that it works like that, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Got enemies in my way. Okay. See how much extra movement speed we get from the haste there, which is kind of hilarious too. We can be a zoomer on this build, which makes it pretty fun. We'll go attack damage. Okay, we still haven't got Warpack before the first boss, so that's kind of a shame. It would be nice to see it. Oh, hello. Ask and you shall receive. Very good. So we like the extra boss multiplier, especially early on. The second and third bosses do die pretty quickly on the build. The first boss, because we haven't ramped up our damage as much for the first boss here, so he could take a little bit longer, but once we're Yeah, once we're like 14 minutes in, we will absolutely demolish the second boss. And by the time we get to the end, it won't take very long to kill her. So we'll see how we go. See if we can get our attack or war pact leveled up a bit more here. We've got a node. We could hold on to this. Just farm around here a bit. Summon damage. Oh, got stuck. Let's see. Dash distance is kind of nice. Or do we take a big chunk of XP? You know what? Let's take some XP here. Let's go for the War Pact level up here. Okay. You want to give me heroes? Journey at a higher level? Nope. I guess we could devote to them as well. You know. Let's go the extra boss multiplier there since we are heading up towards the first boss here. Okay, and now we got more damage. Very good. More XP. Oh no, what's this one? Attack speed? Healing or movement speed? We'll go movement speed since it is a bit of a zoomy sort of build. We still haven't seen the wings come back up yet. It's kind of funny, but that's alright. Now that we're devoted to Cromboy, he's going to come up more often for us now too, which is exactly what we want, so... Okay. Ooh, we zooming. Yeah, haste is pretty fun. It's not permanent movement speed like it used to be, so it's not quite as good, but can definitely get some silly things happening with it still. Okay, we actually ended up pretty far away from where we wanted to be. I guess we'll go back and try and find that node again, huh? Okay, we've got another one. Ooh, got a tree. I think we'll take this. Okay, these nodes are just leading me away from where I was before, so... We'll see if we can find it. We got it up to level 5. Very nice. Oh man, it's totally led us astray. Alright, well. We'll see if we can find it again. We'll just find another one, maybe. Okay, I think we'll just take the ults just to get around to where we want to be. Okay, let's try and find it again. Oof, it'll be down here somewhere, but... Okay, now we just get his attack. You know what? If we happen to have gotten God of War at some point along the run, it's really nice, but it's totally not essential to make this sort of build work or anything like that. It's mostly, we like him for the attack damage and the war pack that he has to offer us, so... I don't know, we might not even be able to get back to the node. I went too far. That's alright. I was exploring too much, following the node trail. Is this one? Yeah, we got to it. Alright, nice. Okay, just in time. Very good. See our first boss goes here. Okay, Justice. You want to give me the wings? He doesn't show up with the wings. We could take a protection, though. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, we'll see how the boss Frog Boy goes here. Okay. Okay, he hit us once there. Leave me alone. Okay. Hehe, miss me. I should be able to get him right here. Alright, nice. That is Whistling Arrow only boss kill. It wasn't the quickest one we've ever done, but it's pretty easy. You don't have to be close to him. And we'll be able to ramp up our damage quite a bit more. Now, I could have gone for more attacks instead of the War Pact, but I think having both attack damage and War Pact online is pretty nice. If you could get your attack a bit earlier, up a bit earlier in the run, we ended up taking some other stuff, which is fine. It is what it is. More attack damage, very good. Yeah, we ended up taking haste and protection, so, you know, we could have put those points more into the attack damage earlier and killed him a little bit quicker, but as you can see, it's pretty safe anyway. Okay, we've got 10 armor, not too bad. 10 max life. Okay, we're actually getting reasonably lucky with the small ones right here, the small nodes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we were only level 6. We definitely could have gotten that up to like level 10 or something for the boss fight too, but... That's alright, we're in a perfect position now to just keep escalating. Okay, we'll see if those wings want to show up. Man, I don't know, Justice has come up a few times and just, they haven't shown up. help us get around a bit quicker. We'll also remove the junk from Lagong. But you know what? We take Cromboy's attack while it's on offer anyway. Whoops, stuck on something. Alright, we can definitely be more of a zoomer on this setup too if we get the combination going of the wings plus the haste. You know, so I was considering doing like a proper zoomer build, but I don't think you would want to use like Sloth or something for it. And the reason is you want to be able to take Winter's Power, which is the Path of Frost. Okay, she gave us a hero's journey at Master. Let's take that. Yeah, you want to be able to take that. So, I don't know. We've had a pretty good run thus far here. I mean, we're still at full health, sort of cruising as Lorien using Whistling Arrow only, which is pretty fun. You see the extra movement speed we get. It doesn't last for forever. I don't know. I think some of the changes to the blessings weren't necessarily that that good in terms of the gameplay feel, you know what I mean? Only having it be temporary kind of feels like you are, and then you lose your momentum. Let's take additional boss damage right there. Okay, luck. Okay, we got a perilous bow of magic. See what that is, huh? Okay. Yeah, we could devote him, but I don't want to right now. Should we go for justice, or we'll just keep taking the attack while it's on offer here? Okay. Eventually, we might have to take something which is... I guess we could take the Bull Lightning. I mean, it does increase our movement speed a bit while we're actually in it. So that's a thing, you know. If we get stuck having to, I guess it is what it is. Okay, heal and gain attack damage and movement speed. You know what? That sounds pretty useful in our current situation. Okay, even more damage. Thank you. So it's definitely possible to get your attack like all the way leveled up in this sort of build. It's a little tricky if you want to take the other stuff early on like I did in this particular run. A little bit more experience gain would be pretty nice for that purpose. If you want to squeeze it on instead of Master offers, you know, you totally could do that. You could go... you could either just settle with the purples, or you could go upgrade to Master as well, and do it like that instead. Considering we don't really need legendaries on this build, you don't have to set up exactly the way I have, but I like taking the Master offers and just making it nice and simple. And as you can see, we kind of got what we wanted pretty easily anyway. Oh, we got stuck on something right there. Okay, come on, Justice. Let's go for her. We still didn't get it, dude. Alright, well, protection will take that out of the pool. So, you know what? If we have to devote to Lagong or something now, I guess it is what it is. Not necessarily ideal, but the wings are they're just not showing up whatsoever. Unlucky, we're 11 minutes in and we only passed it up once, I think. Or maybe we passed it up twice. I'd have to double check. Okay, we'll continue here anyway. Alright. More heals, which we don't need. You see these big enemies, they can still sort of charge us, but they're not really dangerous enough. I guess we got another damage though. We could hold on to that one, do a little bit of farming around here. Yeah, you can see they die pretty quickly anyway. The arrow does some pretty chunky damage to them. Even if they end up hitting us, it's not really the end of the world. Okay. Did take a little bit of damage there. Ooh, we got another boss damage one. I guess we take it. We can't heal for 30 seconds, so we gotta try and be a little bit careful here. Oh. Alright, what do we got? Another tree. Let's just take a big chunk of XP right here. Keep going on the attack. Yeah, so in some of the test runs, I got the attack up to like level, I don't know, 23, 24 pretty easily. So we'll see how the back half of the run goes here. Oh man, some of these guys' attacks are still just kind of annoying. You'll see how much we can level up here. And we go up north a little bit. I've got the heals when we didn't need it, and then after we take damage, we don't see heals. Seems to be the way. All right, unfortunately, this is not what we wanted, but I guess we could, right? Because we're not attacking, and this thing does move us around pretty quickly as well, so I guess that's another option you can do on the setup here. Oh man, that thing tracks you so much. Okay. What did we miss? A simple chest. What do we got? Oh, I didn't see him. He's a boss one too, is he? Not today, buddy. Man, now we got urgency show up as well. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. We'll be fine here anyway. Okay, where did the damage node end up? I kind of ran away because I was getting hit. Okay. Oh no, did we lose it? I might have lost it. Okay, is it over here? Yeah, it is. Alright. Okay, we'll see how we go. The Whistling Arrow's doing what? 46,000, 50,000, 30-something thousand. It's different on different enemies too, which is kind of interesting. We'll take that. See how the tree boy goes. Oh, we got stuck. That's not so fun. Okay. Bounce him good. So this arena too, you can totally get stuck on the edges while dashing around. I think that's something they need to fix up because it can 100% just totally kill a run. A really good run too because, I mean, not being able to move, right? I don't know. I think the whole concept of getting stuck in brambles for this act, I think is a bit of a miss, I would say. Why don't we take this one since we're moving quite a bit? Okay, we can take Hero's Journey. I mean, it is damage. So, unfortunately, we're in a position now where we don't actually have any rolls left, so we kind of just have to take what we're given. Maybe we shouldn't have wasted the ults a bit earlier, but that's alright. I really wanted to try and get the wings. We just never got them. Okay. Let's just grab XP. Okay. Okay, more damage. Let's take that one. I know that shrine, I think it kind of sucks. I really don't like seeing it. Okay. What else we got down here? Another heal. I guess we take you. Okay. I also, guys, I put a poll up on the channel. I'd be interested to know. So there's some upcoming expansions for some loot games that haven't really featured on the channel very much. That's Path of Exile 1 is putting out a new league thing, and I haven't really played PoE 1 that much. I played a decent chunk of PoE 2. I think I got a few hundred hours clocked into PoE 2. PoE 1, though, I didn't really play that much of. If you guys are interested in seeing, I don't know, like a playthrough or a build or something from that game, check out the new update. Let me know. There's also the, what's it called? The Edge of Fate expansion for Destiny coming in like July. Which I've never really featured on the channel before, but I used to be an avid Destiny player. And this new expansion, the reason I want to try it is they're totally overhauling the armor system, the progression system, as well as the we don't want to devote to it. Let's just take that. Yeah, they're overhauling a lot of stuff. There's like different tiers, they're changing the way difficulty works and all this sort of stuff. So on paper, it sounds like it's going to reinvigorate like the loot grind and build crafting and stuff in that game, which has been kind of been lacking for a while for me. On a personal level, can we go with cast to attack? Yeah, I guess. I don't even know if we have much cast damage going right now. We might have picked up some from some random nodes or whatever. Man, we're getting super unlucky right here. Dang, dude. We haven't even devoted to these gods. And they just keep showing up. That's because we got the level up offers, I think, maybe, in our skill tree. I don't know. I guess you could take that off. You'd think it would benefit you, but sometimes it totally just gets in the way. We've got a damage node there. We got 2. We could just hover around here for the boss. I guess pop 2. Okay. Got trees throwing rocks at me, so that's a thing. Yes, I know. I'd be interested to know if you guys would like to see some different, more popular loot games on the channel. I mean, if you guys are vehemently against it, you know, I don't have to necessarily feature them on the channel, but I would be interested in at least trying them and seeing how they landed. With PoE 1, I've never really played the end game, so it'd be interesting to compare that to the current form of PoE 2, which they've just put out a new patch as well, which I haven't tried in PoE 2, so that is also a thing, but yeah, I don't know. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing any of that stuff on the channel. I do want to try and branch out a little bit more from just focusing on Death Must Die. Don't get me wrong, it's not a game we're going to like abandon or something like that. Just trying to grow the channel wheel and like branch out myself, try some new games for different content as well. Super unfortunate that we keep getting that. It is what it is. Okay, these tree guys can be very annoying, but I mean, we kill them nice and quick. Okay. So in terms of Destiny, my main was always the Warlock too, right? So if I do jump in to try the new expansion, I'll definitely be a Warlock main type player. I don't know if I'll have time to really grind 3 characters in that game. I don't know if I'm really motivated to play the other characters. I guess we'll see. If you guys are Destiny players out there, I'd be curious to know what, you know, how you think about the new expansion. I mean, it's been fascinating to watch. So there's been some negative response to them updating the armor system, which is the most confusing thing I've ever seen. I gotta be honest with you guys. I mean, these people complain that Destiny is stale, but then they complain that they don't want to chase new loot. It's like, I'm so confused. That is the entire point of the game. Come on, guys. Why do you keep coming up, Justice? Get out of here. We didn't want her before, and then we got her a bunch when we don't want her. Like, come on. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know, the response to to the Edge of Fate kind of reveal information or whatever has just been fascinating to watch. I honestly think Destiny, like the avid Destiny community, legitimately has no idea what they want. I don't know, it's so confusing to me that you'd play a loot game and not want to chase new loot. It's just so bizarre to me. I don't know. Okay, lady. Oh, she sliced me up good there. Alright, we might actually have to use a res because I was talking too much. Ooh, we evaded that. Just... Alright, we gotta... she dinged us right at the end. That's alright. Alright, we did it. Nice. So, Whistling Arrow Lorien. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun setup. I can't pick that one up for some reason. That's cool. Yeah, it's a pretty fun setup there, guys. I don't know. You don't necessarily have to run with the exact setup I have there, but it's pretty fun. So, depending on how high you get your attack, you could get the damage up quite a bit higher. One of the test runs, I think we landed, like, well over 100 million, so... I'll just quickly check the loot that we picked up there, see if it's any good. See what we got in here. Dash. Okay. Okay, I did get this in one of my previous test runs for Nixie. Check this thing out. +7 summon count, summon attack area. We might have to try that on Nixie. That's a T2. We've got an interesting tier 3 over here with a big damage chunk and upgrade to Master. That's pretty cool. Master on some gloves with damage. Alright, +5 summon count for Lorien here as well. Interesting. Cool. Alright, well, there you go, guys. There's a really fun build on Lorien. If you enjoyed that one, consider hitting like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Let me know, as I said, I put a poll up on the channel if you guys are interested in voting. It'll just be in the community tab. So with that being said, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic, amazing day. Take it easy.